Hayden was a big personality. He was larger than life. He was 6'4", big hockey player. He really just lit up a room. You know, he was as good with adults as he was with kids.
He just always had so much energy, you know. He was a locker room presence. Anytime he entered the locker room, he'd be so smiley. Every time he had practice, you'd look forward to seeing him. Every time he spoke, he would laugh. He was always fun to be around.
Hayden, I'd say, was probably the most positive person I knew. Just bring light into any room he'd walk into. Big, loving person.
Hayden was such a sweet kid. I mean, he was hilarious, but he was never laughing at you, he was laughing with you. I guess that's the best way to say it. But he was super inclusive. I think, like, you know, he would get the kid in the room who just didn't talk as much to be like laughing and just involved.
Shoulder Check is the key initiative from the HT40 Foundation in August of this past year, 2023, in Stamford, Connecticut, at a game that included kids who were Hayden's birth year, 2006, 17-year-olds, also a lot of amazing NHL players from Trevor Zegras to Chris Kreider, and everybody came together, you know, with the intent of reaching out, checking in, making contact, making kindness a contact sport. It was an idea that was inspired by our son, who passed away May of 2022, Hayden Thorson. So we wanted to do something in his honor that was inspired by who he was, but was also really about hopefully making it aspirational for young adults to reach out to each other, check in, you know, making that a really important part of leadership, because it's necessary in this day and age.
The saying is, make kindness a contact sport. So anytime you see someone, you know, put your hand on the shoulder, because if you look at almost any photo with Hayden, he always has his hand on someone's shoulder. Every time you see someone, check in on them, even if they seem they're doing okay, make sure you really know, because when Hayden passed, I had no idea. Every time I see him, he was always so much energy. I never thought something like this would happen. Well, my role in the shoulder check was put in the game, and the main reason was to spread awareness of what happened with Hayden, because you don't want anything to ever, something like this to happen again. So I just want to spread awareness to all my friends, everybody else in the hockey world, that mental health shouldn't be taken lightly.
Throughout the whole shoulder check, I have just helped with some ideas. I also launched the app.
One thing I'd say to anyone struggling with mental health is just to reach out to anyone. No one's gonna not offer you help. Everyone wants to help.
It's okay to be vulnerable. Feeling sad, feeling lonely, different triggers in general. It's okay, and talk to someone. You know, reach out to someone, and even if you're not someone struggling, check in with your friends and make sure they're okay. Make it a habit, not a once a quarter or once a year habit, or because something bad happened, do it all the time.